Well, hello there everyone, my name is Lollydragon, and today I wanted to do a quick little video talking about some of my opinions about the recent Smash Bros. Direct that was up this morning, or possibly yesterday morning if I get lazy and don't edit this tonight. I do want to release this the day of it, but I had a lot of roadblocks to recording this video, and I'm recording it fairly late, so I don't know, I'll see what happens. But yeah, so first things first, I do want to talk about the thing that I personally consider to be most important in not just Smash Bros, but any fighting game, and that is the characters. And this Direct, holy shit! This Direct was amazing when it comes to characters. I actually thought that we were only going to get like an Echo and one newcomer. Maybe 2 Echoes, but I thought that would have been pushing it a little bit. No, we got 2 newcomers and 3 Echoes. Like, man, that was really cool. The Direct opened and ended with newcomers, which was really nice. So yeah, let me, I'm going to go through all of them. I'm going to go through the completely new characters first. And, so Simon Belmont, pretty much all I have to say about that is, Virgin real. Okay, no, I do have a little more to say. I'm not a huge Castlevania guy. I actually have not gotten around to playing any of the games yet. But some of the GBA titles do look really fun, and I'd actually like to give them a shot. So yeah. It was a very wonderful trailer. It was awesome. I do love how in every character reveal trailer so far, someone's died. I don't know what Sakurai is trying to tell us here, but it's pretty funny, honestly. So no, it was a great trailer. I really liked it. Clearly, I feel like Sakurai wanted to do something with Castlevania, like possibly all the way back in Brawl or Smash 4. Because he is cramming a lot of Castlevania content in this game. We already have 2 characters. I mean, yeah, they both share the same moveset, but still, that's 2 new characters. That's more than any other third party can say so far. They got a really in-depth stage. They got an amazing reveal trailer. Then again, basically every character gets an amazing reveal trailer, so... and they got 34 music tracks from Castlevania. Like, damn. I'll talk a bit about music later, because I am a big fan of music, as you can probably guess. I'd say most people are. But yeah, so also there's King K. Rool. Now, I was definitely banking on King K. Rool being in this game. I actually thought, when there was that rumor that there was going to be a Direct back on the 22nd, I think it was the 22nd, it might have been the 21st. I was certain that that was going to be the reveal for Dixie and King K. Rool, especially King K. Rool. So it's not too surprising to see it. I mean, it is kind of funny that 2 of the heaviest hitters right now, and, you know, Belmont and K. Rool, they've both already been revealed. So it feels like it's kind of weird, like, where do you go from here, right? I mean, obviously there are a lot of places they could go. Personally, I'm banking on Shantae, but I'll probably talk a bit more about that later. Yeah, I mean, again, K. Rool's trailer was absolutely amazing. It was probably the funniest character reveal trailer for any Smash character ever. And oh my god, I love K. Rool's render so much. It just... It looks so good. It looks so good. Yeah, I don't know how much I'm going to play as either of them, but both of them do seem fun, you know, I'll mess around with them a little bit. Actually, I'm actually really scared to play against Simon and, of course, Victor, because, holy shit, they just get, like, with their whip, they can get, like, it seems like they can get, like, a third of the stage for free, which is really scary to me. But, we'll see, maybe they end up being worse than I expect. Although I am very, very scared, because this game does have less landing lag than other Smash games. And with that, I feel like, even though the whip is supposed to be slow, I'm kind of worried that it won't actually be that slow. But again, you know, too early to say anything. So, speaking of Richter, actually, yeah, Echo Fighters, I don't think anyone was expecting Richter. Like, at all. I thought that the only third-party Echoes we'd be getting, if any... Well, okay, actually, these 2 are ones that I really expect, but I was expecting Shadow and Ken, and probably no other third-party characters that already have a franchise represented, if that makes sense. I think it does. But no, the first Echo we see for a third-party is Richter. Like, damn. I mean, I don't really have any opinions on it. I guess it's kind of cool, but, you know, he's there. Next we have... I'm actually going to skip over Chrom, because I have a lot of feelings about Chrom, and they're very mixed. So Dark Samus, she was another Echo that I was really expecting. Her and Shadow were really the 2 that I was like, okay, yeah, and actually I did expect Chrom, but again, I want to save my thoughts for him for a moment. She looks pretty cool. Her moveset, as of right now, seems really similar to Samus, personally, because I don't know much about Metroid Prime, But I'm pretty sure that phase-on energy is supposed to be harmful to the user, at least it is with regular Samus, so I always thought she could have something like Pichu where she damages herself, but unlike Pichu, who's just garbage, Dark Samus's attacks are like ridiculously powerful. So it's a sort of compensation thing, kind of like Shadow Mewtwo and Pokken DX. It doesn't seem like they're doing that, though if they do that, I'll be pretty happy. I think that could make for an interesting character. It would be, again, sort of like a glass cannon version of regular Samus. And then there's Chrom. Now, I actually did think Chrom was going to get in as an Echo. I wasn't sure they were going to reveal him this direct, although it's not that surprising. It is good. I would say he deserves to be in the game, especially considering how important Awakening is to Fire Emblem and, in a way, the 3DS. But I have a real issue with the way that Fire Emblem is represented in Smash. And no, it's not that I think there's too many characters. Now, I'm not the biggest Fire Emblem fan. I like the games. I suck at them, which is why I'm not into them more than I am right now. Here's the thing. As you guys may or may not know, the Fire Emblem franchise is centered around a mechanic called the weapon triangle, right? So there are 3 weapons, swords, lances, and axes, and they each beat one and lose to one. Now, obviously in Smash, every Fire Emblem character wields a sword. But here's the thing, there's so many Fire Emblem characters that don't wield swords. Now the problem is that most of the lords, and the main characters that is, they all wield swords. So, it really leaves the question of like, where do you go from there? Like, yeah, okay, you could say like Hector or Ephraim or Celica, but Celica would just be a Robin Echo probably. And even then, she would definitely play fairly similarly to Robin, I feel like. And then Hector and Ephraim are both fairly irrelevant. Hector is still like a fan favorite character, but I just don't see him being out of the Smash at this point, and it's unfortunate because he would be a great addition. Now, personally, this is going to sound crazy. This is actually something that is more so fitting for a once section that I plan on doing at the end of this video, but yeah, I'm going pretty off the cuff right now, but that's the point. I think that Anna should be in the game. And I'm surprised nobody ever really talks about her, because the thing about Anna is that, at least with the way she's portrayed in Fire Emblem Warriors, which I think was really, really good, she could be a really, another really wacky, zany character, which none of the Fire Emblem characters really fit into that archetype, even though there are a lot of Smash characters like that. Not only that, Anna could, in theory, I feel like she would be great for using every weapon that's in Fire Emblem, and, it could be reasonable. Because she is in every game except for Gaiden and maybe Echoes, but I'm not sure. Obviously she is the only time she's really a main character is in the mobile spin-off Heroes, and her depiction, she uses an axe in that game, which would still be different, because we don't have any axe users or lance/spear users in Smash. But yeah, I feel like Anna would be a really, really fun addition, because again, she could use she has social where she uses bows and tomes, and then she could use swords, axes, and lances all in her base moveset, and that'd be pretty awesome. But it's not going to happen, unfortunately, even though I think it would be amazing. I get the feeling we're going to get a 3 Houses rep as DLC. I think that's a pretty safe assumption. And it looks like the main, if Eldigan is I think that's her name, if she's the main character of the game, I don't think she wields a sword. At the very least, in the trailer, I'm pretty sure she wields an axe. So fingers crossed, Fire Emblem character that doesn't wield a sword. But yeah, that sums up my opinions on all the characters. Real quick though. Also, can we just get a, press F to pay respects for Ashley and Shovel Knight? Rest in peace. Rest in peace. I really would have liked to see Shovel Knight, although there is an indie character I'd like to see more, who again I'm going to talk about later, because I really love her. You can probably guess who it is. And Ashley, I don't really care that much about WarioWare. Ashley seems like a cool character though, and I wouldn't have minded seeing her in. I was starting to think she was a shoo-in, because she's really popular in Japan, but nope, it's this trophy again. Yeah. So, goddamn, the stages. Let's talk about stages for a little. They got 100 stages, not even including, the 2 versions of Battlefield and FD. Damn, that is a lot of stages. And yeah, okay, it is unfortunate, rip Pokefloats, but that's a lot. And I'm really interested about where the competitive community is going to be taking stages, because with Stage Hazard Toggle, we could have a good at least 20 or 30 stages, if not more, that would be legal. And I also am curious, I get the feeling that, I forget what it's called, but the thing where you switch between stages mid-match, I don't think that would ever be used in competitive. I still think it would be fun, for friendlies and stuff though. It is a really cool feature, I do like it. So yeah, it's not anything in particular I'm overly excited for. I mean, I'm assuming that they're not going to reveal any more stages, which I'm okay with. 100 stages is a lot. So yeah, there are also some really cool mechanical things that were revealed in this direct that I'm really excited for. I think one of the biggest ones is chargeable final smashes. Now, it would definitely be a little jarring having it in the game. I'm not really too certain that competitive players will embrace it. Now, whichever way people go, I'm not really gonna care either. I'm not gonna go hugely either way. On the one hand, I do like how the game plays like now, without final smashes at all. But then again, if these are weaker versions of them, and again, you gain them in a more traditional manner, I think it could be good for Smash to have meter. I'm not saying I don't think it's necessary. Don't think I'm saying that, because it's not. But I also think it could be a neat addition, and it might make some traditional fighting game players feel a little more at home. So, yeah, I mean, either way, I'm interested to see how it pans out. There's also the two new, what am I thinking? Right, there's also two new modes, like, in terms of combat. I don't know what to call them. So there's essentially the one where you can switch off characters, like in the middle of a match, which, thank God, it's finally in. I think it's a little unfortunate that you can only do 3 or 5 characters, but that's going to be a fantastic side event, and if people host side events for that, I'm definitely competing in it. People have wanted that mode for ages, myself included, and I'm really amped. However, the other one, which I think would also make a great side event, is I think it was called Breakdown, something like that. Smash. I'll post it on screen right now, because I'm sorry, I'm being an idiot. Again, another great side event. You can knock characters out and not be able to use them later in that. Oh my god, I can't speak right now, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's great. I'm really excited to be playing that mode. And I think the only thing that's unfortunate is that in certain, like, best of 3 sets, it won't make a huge difference. It'll make a little difference, definitely, especially for solo mains. But at the same time, that's not a mode that's fun for solo mains, so... Either way, both of those I think would make for great side events at tournaments. And yeah, I'm very excited. And even if they're not, again, friendlies, it's still an option. And I do think that's a good thing. I think really... Oh yeah, one thing I also wanted to mention is about the music, right? They have a shit ton of music in this game, and that makes me happy because I love Smash soundtracks. They're so good. And so a lot of the stuff I've heard so far is absolutely incredible. I think it's kind of funny, like, using your Switch as an MP3 player, like, it's really counterintuitive. Counterintuitive is not the right term, but it seems kind of like not the type of thing you'd exactly think to do at a glance. It's a nice addition, of course. I'm not, like, knocking it. And honestly, I might use it sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, it's a little out there. It's definitely one of the things that I did not expect to see. But I'm happy, I'm happy it's there. The menus are looking very nice, also. I feel like that's pretty much the last thing I wanted to talk about here. There might be 1 or 2 things I'm forgetting, but... Since, I could talk about Assist Trophies and Pokemon, sure, but there's not much that I really want to talk about in relation to them. Being that I care a lot about the competitive scene, and I, never play with items at all. So, it's just my personal opinion. The menus do look very nice. Hopefully they, It's kind of weird, I think, that they're using the exact same headers as Smash 4, because I feel like that was actually one of the issues, but it does look pretty clean. Hopefully it'll, be nice. Now, of course, there is the whole censored menu thing. I think most people are jumping to the idea that it's subspace, and I would like another subspace, I'm not gonna lie. I'm personally Now, the thing is, I want to say that I think what they would do is have, like, a mixture of adventure mode and subspace. Something like a cross between the two. Melee adventure mode, of course. But at the same time, with that menu there, I don't know how I feel about that anymore. Because I feel like that would have just been in Games and More, right? Like next to Classic and All-Star, like it is in Melee. But no, there's an entire menu section devoted to it. So I definitely think some type of, even if it's just like the thing is that I feel like there are so many characters and so many worlds in this game that making a subspace on top of everything else they've been doing would be a gargantuan task. And yes, Sakurai loved doing things like that, but I'm just not sure it's, like, feasible for this. But at the same time, it's not out of the question, and again, if it got in, I would still be happy. Because it's not that I don't want to see another subspace, it's just that I think that this game is too big for a subspace. I feel like that might sound a little stupid, I don't know. But I was going to try to make some kind of Ridley joke, but I couldn't think of something. So whatever. We're getting rid of that. So yes, that's about all that was revealed in this Direct that I can think of that I want to talk about. However, of course, I do want to also do some predictions about where I think they're going to go from here. Now, I think it's a pretty safe bet to say that we're going to get one more Smash-themed Direct in November, and we might get a couple little announcements here and there in other Directs up until then. You know, maybe a couple more character reveals. Now, at first, I only thought we were going to have about 5 or 6 Echoes in the game total, but we already have 6 Echoes in the game, and it's 4 more months. So, I'm honestly now thinking that we might end up having more like 10 or 15 Echoes, which is nice. Oh yeah, there's actually one other thing too, another like little quality of life change that I really like. Having Echoes as either separate or connected to their character, to their original character on the select screen. I love that. I'm probably going to go with, even though I like considering Echoes separate characters, I'm probably going to combine them just because with this many characters, being able to like not have such a cluttered character select screen seems like a really nice option. So I'll have to see. I mean, it really depends. Maybe if they design it in a way where it doesn't feel cluttered, but at the same time with 70-something characters, I don't see that happening. Because we are probably going to end up with about 70 characters, let's be real here. Yeah, and then I think it's honestly, it sounds crazy, but I don't think it's out of the question to get about 5 more newcomers before the game's release. I'm going to say between 3 and 5 newcomers, and between 5 and... I'm going to say between 5 and 10 more... Wait, no, that doesn't sound right. I'm going to say between, like, 3... Actually, yeah, I'm going to say 3 and 5 for both completely new characters and Echoes. So... I feel like there's something else I wanted to say. Actually, I think that's about it. Also, being able to choose your rules early like that, and, like, have defaults for them is also a really nice quality of life change. So, as I hinted at earlier, Vergiben, he was right. Holy shit, he was right. So at this point, if I had to predict characters, I would put money on 5 Echoes and 5 completely new characters. I don't know if I'll go through 5 new characters right now, but I will. I do have 3 Echoes. Okay, so obviously Isabelle. I mean, okay, yeah, it is admittedly possible that Vergiben lied about a couple things. And that he's still bullshitting us, and that he could be bullshitting us, but I really doubt that. I'm going to give full credence to his leaks now. The past couple of days I was kind of debating whether or not I should keep doing that, but now that Summon Belmont's confirmed, I feel like, yeah, he knows what he's talking about. So I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt here. That's not even the right term. I'm trusting him here. I definitely think Isabelle's going to get in. And since he said that, well, the Mimikyu's already deconfirmed because of Pokeball, but because he said we're getting a Gen 7 that isn't Decidueye or Lycanroc, I think it's most likely going to be Incineroar. Now, I used to hate Incineroar's design. I know I said it was going to stay on Echoes, but clearly I'm bad at, actually following my own my own plans. I didn't like Incineroar's design at first. I've warmed up to it a little bit, but I still think it's a little, like, too generic for, like, it's not that it's generic, it's just that there are too many firefighting starters, and yes, I know he's Fire Dark, but he still has a fighter motif, which is kind of irritating. And yes, while a wrestler character would be cool, I'm not going to deny that, and it's actually why over the past couple days, again, I've become more comfortable with the idea of Incineroar in Smash. But he definitely wasn't my first pick. My first pick for a while was Decidueye, and then people started saying Lycanroc, and I was like, actually, yes, do that. But no, I guess not. Because, I mean, we don't have any, like, Earth-based characters, really. And, Lycanroc could be a really interesting character to fill that niche, but I don't know, I mean, Vergiben seems to think he's not getting in, so unfortunately, it might not be. So yeah, Incineroar is the one that I think is most likely, though if Buzzwole got in, I think that would be utterly hilarious, and I would love that. Buzzwole or Plop, because, yeah, Buzzwole or, like, Plopwole / Nagandrel, I think? I can't quite remember its name right now. But, yeah, I think that having an Ultra-Beast Pokemon would be kinda cool. So yeah, I'm going back to Echoes. I do think, again, Isabelle, because of Vergiben. And then I'm definitely putting money on Shadow and Ken. I believe I mentioned this earlier, but okay, I'm not actually putting money on them, but you know what I mean. I do believe that they're going to be in the game. In terms of other Echoes, one of the ones that I'm really scared, I think that we still need a new Zelda rep that's not a Triforce wielder, right? Because all of them, they're too, I feel like they're just not... Zelda has a lot of characters maybe with, you know, Mario now having 8, Fire Emblem having 7, Pokemon having like 8, I think 7 or 8, I think it's safe to say now that maybe Zelda is arguably underrepresented just compared to some other franchises. But what I'm worried is that they're going to put Impa in, and they're going to make her a Sheik Echo. And if that happened, I would be... That's one of the few things they could do that would actually make me really angry. It was like, okay, I feel like the only other thing that could happen, like, within some sort of reason, is having Minecraft Steve in the game. Even Sans. I don't think Undertale really needs to be in Smash, but I like Undertale, I like Sans, whatever, screw it. If he's in, that's whatever. I mean, it would suck losing the Sans, but so what? Just whatever. But, Minecraft Steve would make me kind of angry, although I admit that he kind of deserves it, but kind of not really, and I just don't want it. Non-video game characters, so I'm mostly looking at Goku here, and yeah, Impa being a Sheik Echo, that would just rub me the wrong way. I would accept it a little more if it was kind of like Chrom, and she was a mixture of Zelda and Sheik. I would accept it a little bit more, but I still wouldn't be happy. I think Skull Kid has a shot. Do I think he's overly likely? No. Do I think it's possible? Very much so. The project plan does kind of line up properly. He did well in the ballot, and I feel like so far every proper newcomer we've gotten did well in the ballot. Like even Inklings, like they were a shoe-in, and I'm pretty sure they still did well in the ballot. Simon's the only one where I'm not so sure. Like obviously Ridley and K. Rool did really well. You know, their fan reception was incredible. And Simon Belmont, I feel like his fan reception has only gone up because of Virgin, my honest opinion. I'm sure people still wanted him, and in hindsight, yeah, it's actually kind of surprising that nobody asked for him beforehand. But still, yeah, I do think it's very likely, not very likely, but I do think it's a possibility that Skull Kid will get in. I'm starting to think that Geno actually has a solid chance of getting in the game, because it does seem like the ballot is used for this game. And again, Geno's another character who performed exceptionally in the ballot. All things considered, while I'm not overly amped about this character, I wouldn't mind it. Bandana Waddle Dee, I'm pretty sure, is popular in Japan. And I do get the feeling that it is a distinct possibility that it'll show up in the roster. Now that Ashley, because like, again, I was starting to think Ashley would be it, but rip that. Yeah, I'm actually not sure if there are any other characters that I think could get in the Smash Ultimate. No, that's not true at all. That's not true at all. There aren't any of the characters that I think are overwhelmingly likely at this point, because I think that now that we've gotten Simon and K. Rool and Ridley, we've gotten, I mean, aside from like Ken and Shadow as Echoes, I feel like we've gotten all, and Isabelle, we've gotten all the likely newcomers already, except for Geno. Well, like I said, Geno, Incineroar, and yes, I cannot keep my thoughts straight right now. Who's the other one? Whatever. I'm sorry, I'm starting to lose. I haven't recorded anything in a while, as you can probably guess, so I'm a little weirded out right now. But yeah, now the one character I really want to see in, and who I'm still holding on for hope for, even though Shovel Knight just got, the assist trophy treatment, I want Shantae in the game so bad. I'm holding out hope for her so hard. If she's in the game, I'm maining her, and if she's in the game, I may just main 4 characters, because there's already 3 characters I really want to main. But, like, I told myself if Shantae's in, I'm maining her, even if she's, like, me sword fighter bad. But, do I think it's gonna happen? Not really. If it happens, will I scream so loud that the window in my room's gonna shatter? Yeah, probably. Oh, man. I just want Shanbei in so bad. I just want Bei in the game. That's all I want, Sakurai, please. Okay, though, I think that's all I have to say about this. I was extremely excited watching it, and I'm very excited for the game. It's going to be really hard holding out for new information, because, oh my god, I just want to know so much more already. So yeah, that about wraps this up. I hope you guys enjoyed my little ramblings here, and if you watched all the way through it, all 24 minutes of it, I'm going to have to thank you, because that means a lot to me. And yeah, I do plan on making more videos now. I know I stopped making videos for like almost a year. Long story short, I'm probably not going to do Let's Plays anymore, but videos like this, and I'm actually working on a countdown video right now, a pretty big one. So we'll see. Hopefully that turns out well, and if it does, I'll make more. And also, I want to do more music stuff. So yeah, anyway, this has been Lolly Dragon, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.